the black signal. Letting those daily toasters know we are gathering around the modern day campfire to discuss and toast those ancestors. Let me go on and pull up, make sure that Gye-Nyame Journey is showing up on here because we got some shit to discuss. Ain't sure that I'm live on Facebook yet, but it just sent out a signal. I don't understand. Okay, there we go. I had to refresh the screen. Want to throw up a quick poll and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to pre-record my intro, but it ain't, it ain't the same. It won't be the same. I can't do that. All right. Won't deny myself the ability to get up here and sing and make a fool of myself. Anytime I can make a fool of myself safely, I will do so. All right, here we go. Here we go. I got the one posted up on top from yesterday. That was a real good one, and the picture that pops up of me, Sasha, and Gina on there. I'm gonna try to pull that down, man, because that shit is hot. I love that picture. I love that picture. But anyway, I want to create let me first make sure we streaming on all cylinders. Then we will create the poll. Then we will get started, giving people time to get up in here. All right, settings, cross postings. We want to do it on the 21 Day Angles of Cyber Challenge. We want to do it on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. We want to do it on Gye-Nyame Energy, even though we don't use that no more. Even though we don't use it no more, we want to do it on Magic Hour. Come on now. I mean, I got all these channels. I need to use them. Right? And for some reason, I am famished this morning. So we're going to drink our water. I'm going to see what I can do about putting something on my belly. I don't have to take my children anywhere today. They could stay home. Their mother. Beautiful things. Bonding time. You know what I'm saying? Away from daddy time. And I can dig it. All right, so this is the poll question for today. Do you think that all of this talk about universal health care and higher education money for black people are smoke screens? I know y'all like that's long as hell, I tell. Smoke screens to get people's mind off of reparations. I'm posting that up. Simple yes and no will do. And if you want to, if you are one of those and you want to voice your opinion, put it down in the comments. I'll read it out. Because, we got to start doing stuff like this, family, because everybody else do polls. So, shit. We at Gye-Nyame Journey Media, you know what I'm saying? We need to start learning how to use these tools. And y'all know as I start learning how to use stuff, I get better and better at it. So, that's all of us, right? So, eventually, we're going to have other people throwing up polls because on Gye-Nyame Journey right now, we got 653 people. I don't know where everybody live, but I know a good amount of those people are in Columbus, Ohio. So if we can start getting people's ideas about what's going on with that. It says publish results. I wonder what that means. Well, let's stop it. All right, but anyway, let's get moving, family. We are coming at you live on Spreaker. We are live on Facebook. Let me tell you where else, just in case. Hold on, let me go here. Yeah, we are live on well, we supposed to be live on YouTube, Periscope. We're live on YouTube, Periscope, Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Gye-Nyame Journey, Hi Tim on Facebook, and we're live twice on. We're live twice on YouTube, Gye-Nyame Journey. And does anybody know the difference between YouTube Stream Now and YouTube Events? Is there a difference? And am I kind of blocking myself out by using both of them? Will one of them suffice? I'm just throwing that question out there. Brother Kwame says, great Umoja to everybody. Make it a great day. And as as we change the name, I'll leave that for the news, but we changed the name of the newsletter. But anyway, family, here we go. First off, I want to welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hot Tim, and this is the Daily Toast. And it's a Heart of a Simple production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. I don't know what's going on with my volume.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take a breath and drink some water. Down to your belly, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Deep breath. Now, grab your glass and get some water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now, move your body and drink some water. Come on, stretch. Move your body and drink some water. Come on, move those muscles. Stretch your spine, move your body, drink some water. Family, you got to move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Well, anyway, take your breath and drink some water. Pour some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. To stay healthy, remember, breathe, drink, eat culturally appropriately, and move. But hey, take your breath, lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, break it down. Now drink it up. drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on, family. Drink your water. Take your breath. And drink your water. Because it's time for us to toast our ancestors. But before we do that, man, we got some stuff. We got some stuff that we have to discuss, family. Listen to me. Listen to me. The fuckery is afoot. It's running fast. And you have to be quick-minded to keep up with it. Alright? So, there's a couple of posts that I'm put on the timeline. But yo, also, I got to announce the next G&J Mall. Matter of fact, I'll post it up on the calendar. I'll do that today. We also be on the lookout for this month's newsletter. It will be dropping. Also, if you would, please check out our 7-day e-course at check out our 7-day e-course at freegnjecourse.com. That's one of many that's going to be coming out. When can I get a briefing on the G&J Mall for the past Kuumba Day? When you want it. You know what I'm saying? When you want it, man. Just let me know when you want it. All right. We could talk later on this afternoon. Let me see. Because I think I got a presentation. I might have a presentation this morning. So, in the news, once again, fuckery is on the foot. You got to be quick with it to keep up with it, family. All right. So here we go. Y'all ready? All right. So now I'm going through my news feed. You know, a lot of this stuff we're gonna cover a little bit more, just a little bit more in depth during the newsletter, because we put a lot of the links and stuff up for the newsletter so that you can have access to it. You don't have to necessarily keep up with the timeline, but I want to make sure that you are able to get those news for those things that are important to us, right? Brother Kwame say, when is it convenient for you is cool. All right. So a MSNBC contributor, that's Microsoft NBC. That's Microsoft NBC. All right. Because we really need to start becoming aware, because we need to start not just saying the letters and stuff, but start understanding what, you know what I'm saying? Because this is part of the whole calcification of wealth. So we got to start saying these names, right? So that we know where the wealth is being frozen, right? You know you got a lot of money when you say, look, I'm going to give away the rest of my money because I'll never spend it. That's a lot of motherfucking money, right? But anyway, we got an MSNBC contributor, Microsoft NBC contributor, Microsoft National Broadcasting System or something, I don't know. Contributor, this could be the last free and fair election in American history. Now, family, when they can't get you to agree with them, when they can't get you to bend to their twisted logic, what they will do is they will use fear. They will use fear to get you. This is the last chance y'all got. Y'all gonna sit up here and scuffle over reparations when the whole country is at stake, when this American democracy experiment is set to explode because of the great pumpkin. You have the audacity to want to stand your ground today? Family, this is an ancient tactic. They still use it in grade schools and middle schools all over the world, right? When I was beating you up and you wasn't fighting back, it was all cool. But when I started figuring out and started preparing myself to fight you back, you start looking for a whole bunch of reasons that I shouldn't fight you back. Common bully tactic. So, what's going to happen? Because I want to prepare y'all for what's going to start happening around you, right? Take it from a semi-old dude. I can't really claim old yet, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not at the elder phase. I'm semi-old, right? Almost old. You know what I'm saying? But old enough to know what's going to happen. The pressure is going to start building up around you, and you need to keep up the conversations regardless of the pressure. The pressure is going to start building up around you, and people will begin to get very frustrated with you. Stop, in a sense, communicating with you, and eventually begin to try to ostracize you. This is what they're trying to force the public, or at least black people around us, to do. Since they can't talk us out of it, and since they can't prove that it's a foolish effort, and since they can't combat the numbers, they will combat you with fear. Stand your goddamn ground. Because you're not standing your ground for you. See, because this is the whole piece. This is the power of culture, right? When it's about me, I give up. I did all I can. This is about the culture, family. This is about the future generations. What you're trying to leave for your future generations. Culture. You have a cultural responsibility to stand your ground. Even when grandma's calling you like, baby, you still not going to vote for Kamala? Baby, you still don't want to vote for Biden? Nah. We ain't running. We need reparations on the table. Period. And we need to stick with that. All right, so next in the news, before we get to these libations, we already there. Miss Kamala Harris unveils Medicare for All plan that preserves the role for private insurance. Medicare for all. All right. Bernie Sanders. She took a page out of Bernie Sanders' book. But family, the all hustle. Because she just hit us with that one. I just read it to you the other day. $750 billion. Was this? No. $75.1 billion. Now, I want you to understand that the military budget is $750 billion. Right? A year, at least. Right? She wants to give black folks, for education and business, $75 billion. This is a one-time thing. One-time hit. Right? So they're already trying to mask what they're doing. So you got to be, like I said, the fuckery is afoot. You got to be quick. You got to be dodge it. And you got to be quick of mind, family. Right? You are part of the stubborn minority. Everybody else will form and shape around us. Because it's no longer business as usual. Right? It's no longer black folks as usual. You got a whole group, possibly a whole generation of black folks is looking like, man, this shit ain't copacetic. It ain't working. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we need to handle our business in our local areas. Let's do that. Let me see if there's anything else. I kind of want to cover this because this one is. We might have to cover this one when we do one of our night shows, like Folk Test for Grown Folks. I don't know why every time I try to pull up a screen, it pulls up multiple screens. I don't understand. Are you back in time, Kwame? And how the sound on Spreaker, and by the way. All right. The case against reality. Listen. A new theory argues consciousness creates neural activity and humans have evolved to see what is needed for survival. Perception, it is argued, is a user interface which may not necessarily be real. This is from UC Irvine. Perception is not objective reality. Case in point, the above image is stationary flat. Just try telling your brain that. In his new book, The Case Against Reality, UCI cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman applies this concept to the whole of human consciousness, how we see, think, feel, and interact with the world around us, and he thinks we've been looking at it all wrong. I'm interested in understanding human conscious experiences and their relationship to the activity of our bodies and brains as we interact within our environment. And that includes the technical challenge of building computer models that mimic it, which is why I'm working on creating a model that explains consciousness, he says. Current scientific approaches assumes that there to be a pattern of neural activity that makes us experience things like the taste of a nut or the appearance of the color red. But, says Hoffman, there are no formal theories that explain this. As a scientist, I propose a theory and then try to prove the theory wrong to test validity, he says, because there is no mathematical theory explaining a pattern of neural activity that creates consciousness. It may mean we are making a false assumption. He argues instead that consciousness created neural activity, that humans have evolved to see what's needed for survival. Perception, he says, are a user interface, but not necessarily reality. So now reality is being caught up, and I've been telling y'all we ain't been seeing what's real for a long time, family. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this political, you know what I'm saying, we see what we need to see. What does it say? Perception is not objective. A case in point, my fault, where is it? A new theory argues consciousness creates neural activity. So rather than neural activity creating consciousness, this is saying that consciousness created neural activity, and humans have evolved to see what is needed for survival. Black folks, you do politics from a survival standpoint, so you're going to see the reality that you want to see when everybody else is seeing something else. Economically, we are in survival mode, so we see what we need to see. We're not seeing what everybody else is seeing. At least that's what this theory will argue. But let's get to the toast. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Plus, I got to get out of here. And I get to ride in my car by myself. So I don't have to worry about killing nobody if I fall asleep. Our black scholars have been trying to get us to understand that objectivity is not applicable for the longest time. You mean like studying stuff from outside and you see what you want to see? This is why in hip hop we say you can't just look at hip hop. You got to be hip hop. You got to do hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can't just look at Gye-Nyame from the outside. You got to do Gye-Nyame. You got to be Gye-Nyame. You got this subjective. You got to get involved with it. Right? Got to move with it. But hold on, I'm going to finish my water, then we're going to do the toast, because, you know. But, hey, I mean, that's something we really need to go on and have discussions about, because what this is saying is that we may be missing the actual reality in a lot of things, especially when we are dealing from survival mode. I've been talking about training that reticular formation, right? Such scholars were Asa Hilliard, Amos Wilson, etc. Oh, family, by the way, those of you that have not checked out any Amos Wilson, we might have to have a watch party on Gye-Nyame Journey and just see one of Amos Wilson's speak. Matter of fact, I think we might need to do that. I think I might send out an invitation and we do a watch party of Amos Wilson. But hold on. Now, let me put that up. Our e-course, free, G&J e-course.com. Man, we trying to tell you, listen, I have a responsibility. We have to take Gye-Nyame Journey to the next level. So it's not posting up on YouTube. I don't understand why. I can take care of that. I'll take care of that right now. But anyway, and then also, let's do this. Also, I want to shout out one of the sponsors. I have started. All right, let me post this up. Free. Well, it popped up on Gye-Nyame Journey. Let me do the YouTube if it'll let me. Free. G&J eCourse.com. Boom. Uh-oh, it worked. Uh-oh. Oh, but I put it on the wrong damn video. Genius, Hot Tim, that was genius. Free G&J eCourse.com. All right, cool. Got it up. Let's see if it showed up on the chat. Nope, didn't show up on the chat. So I wonder what's going on with the interface there. All right. Also, want to shout out one of the sponsors because once again, Gye-Nyame, we do have sponsors. Let me see. Is there any responses to the poll? No responses to the poll as of yet. All right. So now we do have sponsors. Now I recently signed up for the Comedic Wisdom School through Shock Metaphysics, man, and the first course was about melanin. Listen, you got to see it for yourself. I mean, it's ridiculous. The amount of information that's been given, the documents that's been given. It's a powerful, powerful course. Go on and check it out. What's the poll question? Kwame said, what's the poll question? Do you think that all of this talk about universal health care and paying for higher... Oh, man. I messed that up. Do you think that... It was supposed to say, do you think that all this talk about universal health care and paying for higher education for black people is a smokescreen to get people's attention away from reparations? I think I made it too long. That's why nobody's responding to it, because nobody could understand it. Somebody could have told me. Y'all could have told me that. But it's cool. Let me go and shout out this sponsor. So I'm doing the Comedic Wisdom School. Family, hey, it's a good investment. Go and check it out. I'm gonna post up the link. So just go and read about it. Just step on in and read about it. Right? Let me go and put it on here. Paste. Oh, now it's going. Come on now. Sound like somebody cooking. All right. It's up. All right, hold on. Okay, cool. Why are you looking all mean? Why it always post up with the damn emojis on there like that? That's fucked up. I mean, I'm paying money for this. I don't understand. Ask one question at a time. First of all, Kwame, Black Yoda, come on now. You know I'm Sith. I don't play that shit. I come find you. I don't. Come on now. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Time for the toast. Let's pop this toast off. Let's open one of these. I got a half gallon. I need to taste this too. Because I got an elder I told y'all about yesterday. Let's see if it's safe to take off. But it's active. You see the white up? It's active. Ooh. It's so beautiful when you cut off the hair. Oh, look at how that poured. Oh, y'all see that? Y'all see the head on that? Oh my God. This is a half gallon. Ooh, man. Only problem is pouring is. All right, so first off, we want to give honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. Right? Whatever name you choose to call it Creator. Now we're going to call our list of ancestors. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert, Texas, Davis, Herman Brown, C. Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Nalina, Chris, Finn, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown, Second, Barbara 2H, Wash Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar. It's going so fast, got so stressed, I breathed through the mouth, broke my own rules. John Fallard, my dude. Montague Pittman, my dude. Nomo X, my elder. Sapet Ma'ara, my brother. Malika Fakur, my spiritual mother. Dr. Marianne Williams, great teacher. Kojo Kamal. Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston. One of my brother's great friend and a good pastor. Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lunday, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam. The Luxter Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley. Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley, Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonathan Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Darren Ford, George Gibson. Black Yoda, he done got on them keys. Now, let's see. You want to make sure you are getting a response to what you actually want to know. The idea of two questions at one time may be confusing, and it tends to discredit the accuracy of the results of the straw poll. Great point, Kwame. I'm still in experimenting mode, but I feel you, right? I thought I asked one question, man. But I got you. Derek Renderman. Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Porter Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susan B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Weatherby, the farmer, I go so soon. Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Major Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Man Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Etta Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Alvin Ted Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Andy Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didimon Aries, Jean, and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Okay, hold on. Kwame said, when you use the and, that makes it a more complex question. So break it into two separate questions. See? That's why I started doing it. I knew we had I knew it was somebody that was out there, was an expert. So Kwame, you need to be coming up with some of these questions that I throw up on here when we having these shows. You made me lose my place too, by the way, fella. Alright. So I'm going to jump off at Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Benjamin Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, W. Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, May Trevez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Lester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer. Ed Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lisa Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy M. Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dealey Monares, Gina Rube Jones, and Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West. Uh-oh. Would you substitute free Hinger education for reparations? Oh, would you trade free higher education? Woo! Hold on. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's brilliant. Brother Kwame said, would you trade higher education for reparations? Ooh, Kwame. I'm gonna have to post this up on a hold on, we're gonna make this one active after the video. Yes. Yes. No. And I should put a third one be hell no, but I know that would influence the publish now. All right, cool. Would you trade higher education for reparations? Ooh, Kwame, man, you on to something there, brother. You on to something there. Keeping it all. That's a great question. See, my mind don't work like that. I be thinking long sentences and shit. I have a problem. If you read any of my articles, you see that. Would you substitute universal health care in addition to higher education? In addition to higher... See, you should have gave me that one first. Yes, no, or not sure are the responses. You said not sure, well, it's too late. All right, put yes, no. I can't know after I did it. Uh-oh, we got one person voting no. All right, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Pasigi Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scattleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up, Junior, Miriam Johnson, Will Belong, My Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Ford, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Leylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Mary Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace. All three questions are necessary to derive at the results you want to evaluate. Well, I ain't trying to evaluate no results right now. I'm just throwing it up. But we can do that in the future, my friend. Actually, you know, in a newsletter, if you come up with questions like this, we can put it on there and have it go directly. I can figure out how to have it go to a poll so that we can actually start taking polls. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you got the skill. I don't have that poll skill, but they do have a poll function on this. But we also could put polls on the newsletter. So as we start getting more and more readers, we can start finding out what our audience is thinking. You know what I'm saying? Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Connor Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billisby Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, the First Stage Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Ewan Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanella, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laurie Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillip, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. On to the Black Book. I'm proud to be the carrier of the ancestors. I don't know. The reader of the ancestors. I don't know. Daily Toaster. That's what I am. Georgia Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Hussein, also known Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominic Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III. Ain't it strange how when I'm about to leave to go to work, they get up and cook? I think this is a conspiracy. None dare call it conspiracy. They celebrating the fact that I'm leaving. Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julie Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter. Let me get off of that. And we raise up our glass and family, we say, Ashe. Now, from there, family, we move to the present moment. We are presently in Umoja. I want to give all those Umoja babies a round of applause. Give it up for them. right, so let's see if this study works. Let's start using our consciousness to find our principles out in the world. We're going to activate the reticular formation so we can focus, and we are hunting down Umoja today. If you see it, take a picture of it, post it up on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. Hashtag Umoja. For those who don't speak the language, Umoja means unity. The demonic principle of the day is truth. The color is violet. Mentalism is the Hermetic law. Male name today is Kwojo. Female name is Ajua. Now, also at the end of this week, we are entering the Kemetic New Year. And we will be celebrating it, at least I know for sure, on the 3rd, right? On the 3rd over at the school. So, like I said, family, I'm waiting for the flyer. When I get the flyer, I will send it out to everybody on the list so that we know, so that we can be there and be in support, because this is our New Year's celebration, right? I know y'all be like, brother, how come you tell us you are not Kemetic? That's true. I'm not Kemetic, right? I'm not Kemetic. But I can celebrate with my family, can I not? And I can recognize wisdom where I find it, can I not? Because those Kemites, the Kemites was on some shit, right? Speaking of that, we changed the name of the newsletter to K-N now, right? Our thing, it's our thing. So, help our thing grow. When you get it, share it with somebody else. All right, so it will be coming out soon. Later, when we come up with more definite notions of reparation, we'll use those ideas in order to get more accurate and true results. There we go. That's the one good thing about having a mathematician on your team, man. You know what I'm saying? So we raise up our glass to this present moment. We salute this moment because in this moment is all our power, and we're going to use our power to make sure we carve away, right? Carve away for our ancestors, their memories to have a place in our lives, and carve away for our children to build their monuments to greatness. So we lift up our glass in this moment. We say Ashe. From there we move to the future generations, and we toast those future generations. We salute them, whether they are children now or children tomorrow. We salute our children from now until infinity, family, because we always was, and guess what? We always will be. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations and we toast and we say Ashe. From there, we move to that selfish toast. This is for you. This is for you, family. What is it that you need to be the greatest you could be in this moment? Right now, what is it? Right now, we lift up our glass for that. And we say Ashe. From there, where do we go? I'm going to tell you where we go. We go to the most magnificent. I said it. The most magnificent. The most beautiful. The most uplifting. The strongest. And the wisest individual in the room. I have to give it up to you. I toast you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, we wish you peace, power, joy, 100 years, and as we say now in Gye-Nyame, cat in. All right, peace.
Where'd you get that from?
Brother Kwame, sound fly, don't it?
No.
You's a hater.
No, I'm not.
Cat in.
No.
You are the daughter of a hater, so I know a hater when I can smell a hater from 50 feet away.
Okay, your name's Hater, so that's you.
It is what it is. All right, family, y'all have a great day. Go out and make history. Take pictures, because we're in a very historic moment. Especially those of y'all that hear me on this reparation stuff. We need to take pictures. I went to the ADOS meeting yesterday, and it was an excellent meeting. And the reason it was excellent was because the brother was able to run through his whole agenda without the do for self talk coming up. And family, don't get me wrong. I believe that we got to fight a multi-pronged battle. I don't necessarily agree with all of the philosophies of any group, but I do believe that I do still need to get out here and hustle. because the hustle builds muscle. This is why we do the G&J Mall. This is why we're trying to promote our young people in the Greens. This is why I make that ambrosia. This is why I'm doing the free e-course. You know what I'm saying? This is why I write books. You know what I'm saying? This is why we motivate all of our members to write books and eventually come up with e-courses and stuff like that. Because we have to be able to produce something. I have no problem with that. But there's a place and time for that discussion. Right? And in the reparations meeting, that's not the place or time. And it's not the place and time for you to sell your shit either. So when you come to one of the reparations meetings, as far as the ADOS piece, please come understanding. Oh, snap. All right. And also, I'm still waiting for the flyer. But we will be having Brother Wakesa coming to town. And the workshop will be on the 10th. So family, I need for you to support and come out. I'm waiting for him to get me the price and all that. I'm gonna have to try to have him on one of the evening shows. So I'm gonna get in touch with him and we're gonna arrange that. Right? But family, I need you to be in support. We need this in our community. We need this in our community. This whole emotional being able to is a powerful piece, family. And the more of us that got it, the more of us that can be out there to kind of help people kind of process really what they're going through. I had somebody yesterday. Actually, I had 2 meetings yesterday. I went to Divine Conversations, and that was the bomb. Well, first off, back up, Brother Hatem. The G&J Mall was nice. It was nice, and I appreciate everybody that came out. We had a powerful conversation. I definitely want to thank those vendors that came out. But like I said, in the summertime, we're competing with a lot of stuff. And since we don't really practice ket-in, you know what I'm saying? We're not, we don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, family, the festivals, I like going to festivals too. But I'm like this. Come home first. Or come home afterwards. Right? Do you. But there's nothing wrong with you coming through and supporting the vendors that you know are going to be set up. They don't make no sense to go to the festival to buy the stuff that you could buy once a month. Right? Don't chase away all of our vendors because of this whole summertime rush of shit. Because during that weekend we were battling and we did good. We stood our ground once again. So, the Asian festival kind of had us rocking, but we, they was doing the kung fu and we had to get into the street black man thing. And we had to give it to them, right? Right? So then this weekend, we had to deal with the fair. There was 2, maybe 3. Well, Cincinnati had their jazz festival. Then we had, I think Clintonville, or was it Clintonville? Clintonville had a food truck festival. Another place, like a suburb of Columbus, had a jazz festival. There was a veggie jazz festival. A vegan or however you say it, jazz festival. So hell, for what we pulled out, we did good, right? But family, like I said, we got to start putting our shit first because we have vendors that come on a regular basis, and some of y'all be rushing to see some motherfuckers that you'll never see again, and I understand, but do that. Come through real quick, do a quick round and roll. Do a quick round. Take care of home, right? Because people be like, we don't support black men. Come on, man. Sister and Fire, appreciate the community support for our 2255 restoration project on of our grandparents' home. Shots out. Sister and Fire was there. And man, I'm trying to tell you, man, them Kel, yeah. Woo. But family, I gotta get up out of here. I want to thank everybody. Hopefully you caught the toast. If not, it'll be replaying real soon. I am out. I am out. I am out. But hold on, I got to drink some more of this ambrosia. What's that ambrosia? Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I'm so glad this recipe came to me. I get to drink my own stuff every day. Mm, mm, mm. Put your orders in because people are already buying up the next batch. I'm not mad. I'm just like, said, damn, oh, hey, hey, hey.